See my screen?
Yes,
Yeah. Both of you, everybody can see, right?
yes.
Okay, we can start. Huh. Um, I am Mohammed Ali. Good morning to everybody. So, introduction to Microsoft Azure. You know very well today is the top s- topic is Microsoft Azure and AWS. So, cloud is very important nowadays. So, we are going to see about Microsoft Azure. Where we are. So sometimes back we know about on-prem, then it moved to virtualization, now the cloud. So on-prem is very cost-wise high and we cannot start a service on demand basis. And the solution came virtualization. So you can utilize your single hardware for multiple operating system. So virtualization your OS as well as hardware, network, everything. Now the thing is cloud. Cloud is on-demand productivity and hybrid flexibility. You can start the services in on-demand basis. For example, if you want to service today, you can able to start. So where we are, you can understand. So cloud computing, cloud computing refers to the on-demand provision of computational resources like data, software, computer network, storage. You want to create the application, you can create on-demand basis. This is the cloud computing reference definition. Okay, cloud term you know very well. First it was physical, then moved to virtual, then it came private cloud. So now public. So most of them nowadays using as a public cloud. So public, private, and hybrid solution also still available. So modern productivity. So Microsoft 365 it's for provide Windows desktop licenses and Office 365 suite, and for mobile devices security like Windows OS, iOS, Android it support. And Dynamic 365 it's providing for business applications like CRM application and enterprise resource planning application, and Azure line of business apps provide. So beyond Office 365, so IaaS infrastructure as a service and a platform as a service and a software as a service. So the cloud deployment model is this is normal cloud deployment model, not only for Azure or AWS or other clouds. So normally you know very well about on-premises. So on-premises mean you provision and manage. You have to provide your space and net storage, networking, compute, virtualization, OS, and application, data and access, everything provided and managed by you. So when infra as a service on cloud, so you have to provide only storage, networking, and compute. These three provided by Microsoft provision provided by Microsoft, either AWS or Oracle any. So here infra as a service, the compute network storage provided by cloud solution provider, and you have to manage your virtualization, and on top of the virtualization which OS you're going to use, and application data access. When the term came platform as a service, you don't want to depend on your OS or VMs, so it taken care by your cloud solution provider vendor. So you have to manage application and data and access. Software as a service, so you have to access only your data and access. For example, Office 365 is one of the best example for software as a service. I think this cloud deployment model you very well know about this. So what Azure provides? Azure is the one of the biggest worldwide data centers available. So it's available 54 regions worldwide and 140 countries. It has data centers available region and availability zones. So when you have a more availability region availability zones, so your data is having redundant service. So one data center or one region going down outage, you still you can manage in second data center. So data center security, how the cloud data center works. Actually we're just managing on Azure portal or AWS portal in Azure. So they're having access approval for to enter the data center, and it has a video conference, so perimeter access related, perimeter fencing, and 24/7 security is available, and verified single person entry, multi-factor authentication. So server room environment, you can see uh, everybody inability to identify location to specific customer data. So I host my data with Azure, so nobody cannot able to access. So data center security very important. So you can see this slide. Compliance certification. So any certificates coming in the market, Azure is the one of the one first they're going to get that certification. So compliance certificate you don't worry about. So there is a updated certificate available in Azure. So it's a region level certificates, industry level, and global level. So Azure Infra Service provides what it provides. It provides everything. So it provides virtual machine and virtual network, storages, SQL as a service, and service, data recovery, backups, and multi-factor authentication, multi-level second authentication to access your data, and it's provide Azure AD. So you cannot see Azure AD Office 365 suites and site recovery. These three terms you cannot get in any cloud solution provider vendor like AWS, Oracle, and anybody. So they are the one providing. You can get this Azure AD, multi-factor Azure AD, and site recovery, and Azure AD site recovery, and one more thing. This it provided some. It provided Azure AD and multi-factor authentication. So this is why we using Azure AD. Azure AD provides for you can integrate your on-premise data users to in Office 365, and it's provide a hybrid solution. We will see it in next further slides. So it's provide a hybrid identity and a workload backup, and business continuity plan for your site recovery and extending networking. So we'll see it in further slides. So Azure Active Directory provide your single sign-on and a self-service password change. So you don't want to wait for your help desk team, and it's provide a multi-factor authentication, and you can use your you can get a license from your Azure or Office 365 license, E3 license, same as it's provided E5 license for to join your Windows machine to Azure AD, and company branding. So you can put your company brand and logos on your Azure. Business continuity in the sense, so when you creating single machine, you will have a 99.9% of service level agreement. So when you going to create with redundant service, you don't want to wait for against failure within a data center, you're going to go for availability set. And if you want to go with the region level data center failures, you can go for availability zone. So we have already seen about the how data centers, how many data centers available. So this is a backup solution. So you have that is how Azure provides a secure backup for SQL backup, file level backup, VM backup. So you can take backup, and the backup service for all. So business continuity is in the sense, so site recovery. So backup is different as disaster recovery. So something goes down in primary location. So in on-premise you lost, still you have a application and data at our Microsoft data center. So how the data center works? So headquarters failure or on-premise failure, still you will have a backup uh, data on your site recovery. So it's you can keep your data in another data center and Azure. So you can migrate your workload from on-prem and VMware and AWS. You can lift and shift any services. The networking is an infrastructure. So Azure provides a disks, blob storage, file syncs, and hot and cold. And networking provides a VPN, express route, load balancer, DNS, traffic manager, one of the best, good, one of the great tool service in Azure. So I said the three services, right? In traffic manager and Azure AD. So you and site recovery. These three concepts you cannot get in any cloud solution provider. And the compute virtual machines, it provide a single virtual machine, availability set, availability zone, and scale sets. So still you can able to monitor using your log analysis and a security center. You can manage your Azure resources on that. We'll see it on next slides. So storage. So storage provide a SSD and HDD disks, and files still Azure provide a SMB 3.0. So if you want to create a file share on Azure, you can create and you can use using UNC path. That file share also will have a read only permission, read it permission. Everything is available in files and the blobs. And tables and queues for tables for your NoSQL database to store, and queues used to for it's used for IoT concepts. So virtual machine storage, it's provide a SSD, HDD, and files. We already discussed fast, right? So HDD mean you will have a low IOPS. So when you're going to premium SSD disk, you will get a high IOPS. It's provide up to 80,000 input output per second IOPS. Read right. So when you go into SSD, you will have a your latency will be less and data read and write is very high. Networking, as I said, it's available side to side, point to side. Available, and express route for to connect your private network to Azure. So it provides a very high, very less latency and high throughput you will get. So VMs available entry level and bustable general purpose and storage optimized based on your workload, and you will get. So when you're going to lower version entry level, you will get only 1 GB, 2 GB RAM like that. When you're going to higher version, you will get up to 240 GB RAM and high end machines balanced for memory optimized. And it's like where i2 i3 epic course you have, right? Same as. So you can monitor your you can monitor your Azure site recovery and your resources, how the resources working. So for example, if you host a multiple you have you have hosted multiple sites and you have heavy resources. For example, if you have 1,000 VMs and the 2,000 applications running, actually you can monitor those under Azure Security Center and monitor in the sense you can have alerts and outage, you will get email alerts. Security center in the sense, so if you hurry and bury, you created a virtual machine but you haven't created a proper way of, you haven't you may opened all the ports, you haven't created for BitLocker, you have not enabled a BitLocker, so you can able to find out those what is the how your VM working. It is recommended, so it provide recommended solution how to secure your VMs and application. Maybe your HTTPS not enabled or it's not available in the backups, so it's not installed antiviruses, insecure port open. So all the details you can able to see, and also you can take recommend solution. Okay. So career opportunity. So nowadays Azure provides a cloud admins, cloud engineers, cloud architects. So in some days back, you can able to see only the freelance job will get only this web application users, who developers .NET and those. But nowadays you can get freelance jobs using cloud admins. So pay scale here you can see the Azure provide a 5 lakh, 5.5 lakh. So going for if you have experience on 1 to 4 years, and when you going the higher, when you having a higher experience, you can get a high amount.